Hello everyone, this is JC from I DO T.E.C.H.S back with a new video. It's been a little while since I did one of these videos, but this is one that'll be very useful. Now, if you remember from my last video, I disassembled this PlayStation 2 to give it a thorough cleaning. This is showing how to disassemble and then reassemble the system. Now, this time, I've skipped over all of that because we're going to focus on a main particular problem. Replacing the Laserdisc reader. The system itself operates well. It turns on, the disc opener opens, it can read the memory card. However, it hasn't been able to read discs. That's the only problem. And this piece right here is what enables the disc reading function to operate. So we are going to replace it. So I skipped over opening up the PlayStation 2 to save on time, and we did this process off screen where we turned it on, had it open, and then pressed the button to open the disc ejector so that we can get to this easier. Simply plug it in, press the button, and then turn it off. Make sure you turn off the power button, and it'll be a lot easier to access this. And make sure you're wearing an anti-static bracelet for good measure, just in case, so you don't emit any static electricity, because like computers, these devices can be vulnerable. So now, we are going to start. We will be putting the pieces on the side for now, just in case. So we will start out with the big pieces. Right. Actually, it isn't too difficult. We start out with these two pieces right here. Make sure you put these on the side in a spot where you will not lose track of them. I always find it useful to keep the same screws together so we don't get them mixed up with other screws. Now these pieces should come out, yes it does. Take these out. Put these on the side as well. This enables the disc reader to move about. Okay, important to remember. Like other systems, this PS2 Laserdisc piece is attached to a connector, so we have to remove it very carefully and gently. So I believe there are two black pieces that hold it in place. So just in case if you can't see it, allow me to, right here where I'm pointing, there's one black piece on this side and then the other. So you have to carefully move it off. It's basically, it holds it in place. And then you just wiggle out, and we've successfully removed the old Laserdisc piece. It's a very interesting piece of tech. Okay, so we will put that on the side for now. Put it over here. And we will be installing this new Laserdisc piece. It's slightly different looking than the other, and it would probably be a good idea if we remove this plastic holding piece and put it on the new one. So we're going to do that real quick. So we'll take the same screw driver, move that piece very gently, make sure not to lose it. Just a little more. Put that on the side for now. It's magnetic. Okay. We will put that over here on the side so we don't get mixed up with the new one. And now let us put this on the new one. nice and tight. Okay, now that that piece is on, allow the bars to stay in place. Okay, what I understand, we have to do a little soldering as well. These two little blobs right here have to be soldered just a little bit, which we will do right now. So take your soldering iron, be very careful. The very tip of it is hot. And we have to solder piece very gently. So it's flattened. Oh, gotta take that extra piece off. Oh, doesn't want to leave. Okay, put that on the side for now. Make sure it's in a safe spot. You just, ooh, okay, it's like crud, so we can just clean it off. You can use tweezers to get off the excess. There. And these two are flattened. I believe that enables it to work properly, and there is no damage or anything else done to it. Right, so let's put the piece back on. Simply do the process in reverse. First, we unhook the black connectors right here so that it can go in. Just wiggle it in. Don't push too hard. Okay. And we push down the two sides so that the piece is nice and secure. Just give it a little tug, make sure it stays on. Alright. Now, put the metal cylinders back in. And we take the other side back. I apologize for the background noise. And that here. Make sure it's snug. What I would like to do is just simply test out to make sure it can move smoothly. Alright, let's put it in the center, its natural spot. Alright, now this piece was important because I believe it helps kind of guide the Laserdisc reader. Alright, now that's back in place. Now we just got to put the two screws back on. Let me zoom out a little. Oh, sorry. Take the screw. It gets the job done. Just make sure you got a good grip on these screws. They can be lost very easily. Okay, just make sure it's on properly, but not too tight. Okay, we have successfully replaced the laser disc reader piece of the fat PlayStation 2 model. Now next we're going to put it all back together, reassemble it, and then the next part we'll be testing it on screen. Okay, so I skipped over all the putting together as I've done before, and I took the liberty of setting the system up so that we can test it on audio, on AV. So we have the AV wire plugged in, we got a controller, and we got a game sample to test to make sure the disc is readable. Okay, so first, we turn on the system. Such a good musical opening. And we put disc ejector works. We set this game in. Then we'll bring up the screen so that you can see for yourselves. I apologize for that glare in the screen. That's a powerful light bulb. We already, let's see. Just check sure to make sure. Alright, we got all of our games here. If you can't see, allow me to adjust. Okay, we got all my saves on here. We got Pac-Man, we got Final Fantasy, and the Grinch. And now, it's still reading the disc. Just needs a moment. This is an older system, so it can't instantly read like the newer game disc can. And there it is! The game we just injected. Oh. Oh, and apparently you can also listen to music from the game itself. I did not know this was a feature on the game. Or... Okay, so it's always important to remember, if it says disc weak error, that could be because of the disc itself. PlayStation 2 discs are a bit older, so they're scratched. So it's always important to apply rubbing alcohol on the back of the disc to clear out any dirt. So let's test to make sure it can get on the screen. And there it is, the original PlayStation intro music. I apologize again for the glare. Been meaning to replace that light bulb. Here's the game, the intro, the loading screen. So, as you can see, let me just adjust the volume a little. We were able to fix this PlayStation 2, and now it's able to read discs again. So, I thank you for being a part of this video. I hope this repair video was helpful, and we'll see you next time for any future repairs. See you next time.